What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bigfry, and today I want to talk to you guys about World War III. But before this video starts, I want to let you know that it is actually sponsored by Ridge Wallets, the minimal front pocket wallet that's designed to get rid of all the junk that we do keep in our wallets on a day-to-day. Two metal plates bound together, made from titanium, carbon fiber, aluminum options. There's a lifetime warranty on the products if you love it, and free returns if you don't. They also sell like bags and other products as well. Basically a minimalist lifestyle. So if you're sick of developers taking money out of your wallet, well, don't put money in it. Just keep your cards on you at all times. They look sleek as hell. Guys, if you want insane deals on legit wallets from great wallet developers, there is a link pinned in the top comment, ridge.com/Bigfry, and use the code Bigfry. You guys get 10% off today, as well as free shipping worldwide. The EU crowds, all my Peruvian brothers, stand up. Mike the Marine, I see you, baby. Take a look at the link in the description and let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about World War III. Now, I got a chance to play the new update 0.6. They're touting this the Warzone Giga patch, and I have to say, for me, I'm personally not a fan of the Warzone game mode. I've expressed it a lot of times on my live stream as well as other videos. I'm just not a fan of the length of the games, especially when we're dealing with low player counts and not full servers. The games just seem to drag on for quite a long time, and that's really no different here. But the biggest changes in this patch are the fact that we got two new maps, a whole bunch of new weapons, new vehicles. There's a new spotting and ping system. But let's talk about the new maps first. Let's just go through. I want to give you guys my thoughts. So Smolensk is the map that we played before. That was like the blocked out version. It's set in like this forest area, and I have to say, from the blocked out version to now, it looks so much better. The flow on the map is okay. I enjoy it for the most part, and I think playing on these two new maps they've dropped, I think this is where Warzone is best displayed. I actually can't stand playing on the original Warzone maps because they're just, the flow is so sporadic and unorganized, and there's layers in those maps that are just kind of awkward to play in, I guess. When you compare them to these maps, it's almost like a night and day difference for me. The one that really stood out, and the one that brought me back from not really enjoying what I'm seeing in this patch, was playing Polyarny. And I think I'm pronouncing that right. Polyarny, whatever. It's the snow map. It's like this abandoned, pretty much an abandoned village. There's a huge mansion area to fight in. There's like this supermarket area where like we were going back and forth and playing. Whoever designed that map is an absolute genius. It flows so well. It actually makes me wish that there was a mode kind of like Warzone, but more in the style of like a Rush from Battlefield, because I feel like fighting in the streets between these two like apartment complexes, and like I wish they could kind of open them up a little bit and have some like verticality in there as well. It just felt really cool. Like we're shooting people, I'm like proning and shooting under cars and shit. I'm like, this is the map. And then when we move from there, we go and take over the supermarket. Then we move down and take over this like storage shed area, very reminiscent of Customs from Escape from Tarkov. And you're like fighting within all these storage containers, like going through like in the middle and shooting and trying to take the point. There's airstrikes dropping, and I'm like, this is the most fun that I've had in World War III in a long time. That map brought a lot of inspiration to me for like, I wish I could develop games. If you were to take that map and break it down so like every point is its own little breakdown, like 10v10 version with like an objective to play in, maybe like a little search and destroy, fighting in the streets, fighting in the mansion, fighting down in these storage shed places. Every piece of this map could be its own little firefight game mode. And when I think about it, that's the signs of a good open scale map like this. Polyarny, I can't give enough props. I'm super fucking impressed by it. And before we get into the things that I still think need to be fixed, I just have to let you guys know the game is currently sitting at 40% off on Steam right now. And I know the player base is small. And this is a really weird topic that I feel like we could get into in a whole other video. But for my people in the US that have been watching me play this for a while, the game is currently sitting at $16. Cheaper than Sandstorm, getting content, and I feel like, yes, it's still in a state where I don't know if I could recommend it at full price. But like that 40% off, I feel like that should be the price of the game right now. I would be comfortable in telling people to be like, this game plays well enough at this current moment with enough content to where I think if you guys jumped in for $16, I don't think you would get burned by it. And that's kind of where I'm coming from with this. There's still a long way to go. But as an early access title at $16, it's one of the best shooters that you're going to play. The problem is, everyone who has responded to me saying that, whether it's on Twitter or in my Discord, people don't want to jump in because nobody's playing. The game has a huge content update that just dropped. It's $16 and people don't want to jump in. It's incredibly tough for me to look at this and be like, I don't know what it's going to take for the Farm 51 to turn this around, because they could fix the game completely, drop the price to 10 bucks, but if people aren't going to jump in because nobody's playing at that current moment, how do you turn it around? It's literally out of their control. But that's a topic for another video. I just want to let you guys know the game is currently on an incredible sale. And I think at this point, with the various hit reg fixes and aiming offsets and adding a new ping system, and now there's voiceover in the game. When I realized there was voiceover and we were just like fucking around last night, talking on the mic, being like Oscar Delta Meyer Wiener, just like fucking around, I actually found myself having a good time, which hasn't been that way for World War III in quite a while. And I can actually see myself going back and playing the game now that I can talk to people. Even though there's not a lot of people to talk to, I still find it really enjoyable to play. I don't think I'm going to be playing Warzone that often. I would love it if we could break out TDM maps on a smaller scale, where it might be like 10v10 or even 8v8, just to support the smaller player base right now, and break down Paul Yarny into different maps. I would fucking love that. That's an idea for the devs. Support the smaller player base and let people get into a smaller map where you don't have to worry about a full server. Maybe we'll have multiple games going at one time. I would absolutely love it. That map is the tits. Anyway, there is a lot of bug fixes, a lot of optimization that has been done. I still think the animations need to be focused on at this point. The character still does feel clunky. They've added voice chat, which I think is really cool. It doesn't sound that great yet, but I'm guessing that's something to do with their servers, because it does still feel like there is a little bit of lag with the pings. So like, I'm shooting somebody, I put like 3 or 4 bullets into them, and then they just turn around and like 2-tap me or even 1-tap me. It just feels like sometimes the lag compensation. And I saw another video where somebody was talking about, I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but he was like, I know the game's not competitive, and that's good. Like the fact that I die a couple of times just based on like the lag and stuff, it really isn't that big of a deal. I'm thinking like, no, it's a pretty big fucking deal, actually. And the game just still does feel a little bit clunky, especially when you're trying to like lay down and like move around. Like if I'm comparing this game to a game like Sandstorm, it doesn't feel as smooth in the character movement. And I feel like if we had these scale of maps and this kind of objective-based gameplay with Sandstorm's gameplay mechanics, with World War III's character and weapon customization, we would have one of the best multiplayer shooters on PC. And we're just not there yet on the character side of things. And they're gonna get there, hopefully. I have faith. I just hope that they get there before everybody just says completely fuck it. I know I saw a couple of comments on one of my other videos. People were like, this is the same guy that's trying to keep World War III relevant. And then right underneath that, somebody else responded to the comment saying, this is the same guy that only plays a game for a day and then leaves it. I'm trying to be better at going back and giving you guys updates on games. World War III is one of them. I see, and I hate it, but I see so much potential there, and it's getting better. I fucking hate the Warzone length of the game, especially with the smaller player base. I think we need a smaller game mode right now to supplement that smaller player base and start to get more action-packed events, so people there's not such a lull when you're playing. Because like, it's a big game, lower players, and sometimes it's just fucking boring running around trying to find something to do. But at the same time, I recognize there were people in my chat last night, they were like, dude, I love Warzone. So it's not like I'm trying to shit on them. For me personally, Warzone isn't my thing. This patch is a Warzone Giga patch, is what they're calling it. New weapons, we got the M4 MWS. There's a British bullpup assault rifle. There's a new heli drone. The British armored vehicle is the Ajax. A new Typhoon BCV. I'm not a vehicle guy. I have no fucking idea what these words are. The combat heli drone, I can kind of put it together. And then they have a new uniform for the British soldier as well. I really do think that they're getting there. And I'm actually kind of happy that they're getting there. I hope to see this new recon game mode come out in the next patch, which they said they've already been working on 0.7. Apparently recon is still in testing. I want to see, I think it's like a 1 life something. I have no fucking idea, but I'm definitely ready to play more of it. I'm not a fan of Warzone, and that I think is the only thing that's really keeping me from getting completely hyped about this patch, because everything else from what I've seen outside of like the still clunky character mechanics feels pretty good. Let me know what you guys think about this price thing. Again, I want to talk more about that in a separate video about, you know, what it takes for games that have lower player bases to turn it around, what crunch time is like for these developers, and what it actually takes to launch a game that's not really touted as like a games as a service, but still people expect the content and the price and all that. I really want to get into that in another video, so let me know what you guys think about that as well. There's a lot of things to talk about with World War III, and for what I see people saying as an irrelevant dead game, is some of my most viewed videos on the channel and some of my highest viewed streams on Twitch. So I feel like people are still waiting for this game to turn around. I think at $16, I could say that you're gonna get your money's worth. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I think that sale goes on until May 20th. It's currently the 16th here. Let me know what you guys think. If you did pick it up, awesome, cool. Let the devs know that, hey, I watched Fry's video and he's saying that at 16 bucks, I should jump into it, and you did. That'd be awesome. Let them know. And if you guys don't, I would love to hear the reason for why you guys think that the game still isn't worth it. Because I'm curious. I love starting conversation. So I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much. If you guys enjoy the content, like the video, share it. Make sure everybody in the tactical shooter community knows Bigfry is the guy. And I'm going to put this at the end of the video to see how many people actually listen to the entire video. So I know this is a sponsored video. I know a lot of people have an issue with sponsored content, but for me, with ad revenue dropping, Twitch subs dropping, everything kind of dropping, I'm trying to get into a scenario where I could potentially be doing this full time. So sponsorships like this are something that I really enjoy. But when I am sponsored and I have a video that I'm being paid for whether it's a product or a game or whatever, I want to let you guys know I am leaving the ads on because YouTube will just suppress the shit out of it if there's no ads to promote, so they can't make money. So what I want to do is all the ad revenue from this video, I want to take and I want to give it away in some sort of, I don't know, like a gift card or a fucking game giveaway or something like that. I just want to, I'm getting paid for the video already. I don't need to make the ad revenue on top of it. I feel like that's double dipping, and I want to make sure that you guys think that at least if I'm doing sponsored content, at least I'm fair about it. So for the ones who made it to the end of the video, y'all are the real ones. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any ideas, whether or not it's a game giveaway or a gift card giveaway, a Steam card giveaway. I'm from Canada, so it's kind of tough getting like US Steam cards because they're like two different things. If I buy one in Canada, I can't give it away over the border. It's fucking dumb. But let me know what you guys think, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you on the next one.